Hello everyone, and welcome to Stigmatized Property, another game from developer Chilla's art. And I just realized there's somebody staring at me. And there's somebody staring at me from this corner right here. Oh, just as I was... and there's somebody over there. Okay, this image gets so much worse the more I look at it. I love this. I've already been jump scared twice on the main menu, so this will be a good one. Okay, so for those who don't know, I've played several games by this developer before, and that's not hard because this developer has a whole lot of games. They release several a year, and they're dirt cheap. They're all like $5 or under. Now, something these games do that I think is a really unique and refreshing take on indie horror games is that they all have this sort of mundanity to them. In most of them, you're usually performing some normal job, and it allows you to settle into a routine before anything really creepy happens, and it makes those deviations from the routine stand out all the more. Now, whether this game will follow suit, I don't know. Let's give it a try. Alright, so here we are in game. I started this once before. He suddenly invited me to his house. I wonder why. And I only saw this beginning part. So those of you who have seen my other videos on these games remember that a lot of them go for sort of either a PS1 or a faux VHS look. Now this one is doing both, and when I started this opening area before, I went ahead and I disabled, well, I don't want to disable head bob just yet, but I disabled film grain, because as you can see, there's still quite a lot of film grain here, quite a lot of distortion, about the same as other games. But if I turn it on, that's kind of too much. There's just so much blur and distortion, and it made it really hard to see. So in this case, I'm going to turn it off only because we can still kind of see a lot of it. Oh, I got 10 yen. I wonder if there's going to be some kind of money system in the game? Oh wait, before I move forward, let me just take a little peek over at OBS. Yes, I do seem to be reading audio levels on desktop and mic, as well as Audacity, which is recording my mic independently. I hope this is the right way. Because bad things happened when I tried to record Lost in Vivo Part 4, and it led to me doing a lot more work than I had to. Oh, is that a kitty? Poor thing. Oh, kitty! Oh, that's ominous. Now, she said I hope I'm going the right way. Do I have a flashlight? I don't. Unless it's not bound to F. But it's not bound to L either. Well, it's giving me different ways I can go. Okay, I'm just gonna go the most well-lit way and assume that that's the way I'm supposed to be going. In the last one I played, which was Night Delivery, you could actually explore the map and find collectible cans, but I don't know if something similar is going to be implemented here. What is that, a fish? So that's where the smell was coming from. Yeah, there's a couple of potential sources of a smell. He told me to be in the apartment room 104. How do I even tell which apartment is which? I don't see any numbers anywhere. Do I just have to try every door? Now wait. If I try to click on that, it plays a latch sound effect. I just heard like footsteps on my right. This one, when I try to open this door... see, the devil is in the details. When I try to open this door, no sound plays. And the other one, it plays a locked door sound effect. Oh, I'm sure that won't come into play later. Ooh, more money. I now have 60 yen. Which, I don't know how that translates exactly. I don't know how that converts, but I don't think it's a lot. Knock on door. Yes? Hello? There really is no one. I can't just wait outside. I need to get in. What kind of logic is that? Didn't he say there's a spare key somewhere? I forget where, though. Maybe under here? Or in here? Where else would you hide a key? Maybe behind the vent? Oh, I remember now. It should be under a lemon tree pot. Perhaps I can enter from here? Why am I trying to break into this house? Now, it hasn't told me yet what exactly I'm doing here, or who this person is with relation to me. Okay, let's move this. Well, this is already quite a bit homier than the apartments in Night Delivery. Actually, this looks downright nice. And look at how properly scaled everything is. I know it's kind of a meme at this point when I point out when a location is... Wow, this room looks really good for an apartment. The player character always mirrors my own thoughts as I'm getting them out. Always, it never fails. Ah, horror is so much more immersive and so much more... I don't know, it allows me to engage so much more when everything looks like a real place and not something that was just designed to be a gameplay space. What is that? I had assumed at first that was a light switch and that's why there was an indicator over it, but that looks like some kind of hole in the wall. What's this? I think I see something stuck inside the hole. Yeah, it's not going to let me see what it is? Okay, I guess I'll just look around some more. Can't open that. Can't open that. By the way, this is something that games get away with far too often. Locked interior doors should be far more of a red flag. Because if you're in the main entryway and you can't open a door, that means there's got to be someone on the other side to lock it, right? Unless they climbed out the window or something. Like, it's not normal to have to use a key indoors. It's another one of those games where the mirrors reflect the play space but not the player. I just heard... Hey! I just heard a door sound. Strange, the last 7 pages are torn. 0 out of 7, so I suppose I'm supposed to find the 7 pages. 7 instead of 8, so as to avoid a copyright dispute with Slenderman. I could swear I heard the sound of a door unlatching. Now what is this, some kind of grabber? I bet I can use that to reach into the hole and see what's in there. But before I do that, can I see anything inside this closet? No. Use hook? Well, what else would I do? This must be one of the pages. It looks like a crumpled up piece of paper. Now I wonder if that door unlatching sound... Maybe that was meant to indicate that one of these doors is unlocked. April 4th. Moving is over at last. And today marks the first day living alone, and also the first day writing a journal. I really look forward to the experience. I've always dreamed of it. I decided to move here because the rent is very cheap. I honestly can't believe that a broke student like me can afford such a nice room. Plus, it's really close to my school. How amazing is that? I ate out with my parents today to celebrate the move, and they were both laughing and just having a great time. Living alone is great and all, but, man, I'm going to miss those faces. They told me that they're going to be here for only a couple of days. They kept telling me how worried they are, but they're just overthinking. They don't have to worry about a thing. I'm going to do just fine. This can go nothing but well. Finish reading? Yes. Okay, so what else is there for me to look for? I'm sure nothing will ever happen with regards to this. Can I open the back sliding doors? No, it doesn't look like it. I suppose this is just going to be a scavenger hunt then. Can I mess with the thermostat? No. Open up. Ah, this is opened up now. The bathroom. Is this something that's common in Japan? I have never seen a structure like this before, but it's like a separate room, separated by a folding glass door, that has its own, like, shower/bathtub. This looks so nice. This looks unbelievably nice and comfortable. I'm sorry, this is supposed to be a horror game Let's Play, but so far I've just been walking around admiring this guy's apartment for the most part. Oh, the bathtub was full. Don't think I didn't just see that thing spawn in. Also, that soggy piece of paper, I'm not going to be able to read any of that. The ink is going to be all runny. The paper's wet. I need to find a way to dry it. Yeah, I think even if you dry it, you're not going to be able to save the ink. Hairdryer? Oh. Well, puzzle solved. Wasn't much of a puzzle, was it? It probably wasn't really supposed to be. April 5th. Today I took the whole day just setting everything up in the room. What used to be a room with small luggage and a simple bed now became a room with a bunch of furniture and a whopping queen-sized bed. The previous tenant left everything, and the owner was too lazy to get rid of them. Dad seemed to like this house so badly. He said he'd like to stay a little longer. But as much as I appreciate their company, I'd like to live life already. The owner came to say hello today. He looked like he could use a little sleep, though. What was wrong with him? He shook my hand with a big smile on his face and told me how grateful he was for someone to finally rent the room. But how he stopped smiling right when he let my hand go. That was way too weird. Anyways, the new semester starts tomorrow. Gotta get ready. Just ignoring so many warning signs. Now, I'm not familiar with the concept of a stigmatized property. I don't know if that has something to do with, like, Japanese folklore like some of these other games have, or if it's just a different way of saying haunted house. Where else can I go? Is this open now? No. So what else can I do then? I got... Look through the hole? Oh, I can look through it now. Oh, I don't like this. Oh, no. Oh, this is the worst. This is the worst. I'm literally closing my eyes right now. Just give me the jump scare, please. Can I leave? I can't leave. Oh, that tension. Just... When you set yourself up so obviously for a jump scare... Actually, you know what? Serious respect for the developer right there, because they set up a jump scare, made it so that I couldn't even leave, so I couldn't even look away. At least not of my own choosing. But didn't hit me with anything. And as a result, I was very, very tense. Now, my friend's not home, but I guess I just have to rifle through his apartment looking for diary pages, just reassembling their diary. And at this moment, I don't even really have much of a reason to be doing so. I can open the front door, so it's possible that there's something I have to do outside. But I'm going to continue to look around here a little bit longer. Maybe, because I still have the option to look through this hole, maybe there was something I was supposed to notice. Or actually, maybe all it's supposed to tell me is that I'm supposed to come check this next door apartment. It does look like there's maybe something on the ground on the bottom left there, but that could just be a reflection. Yeah, I can't see much of anything. I'm going to go try next door. Ah, yes, that's a very abrupt transition between inside and outside as far as those audio cues go. No, wait, that's the room I couldn't get into. So maybe it's not... Oh, no, it is the other apartment that I was seeing through. I thought maybe if this apartment extends out this way, but this cuts in. So I do have to check the next property over. But my character did say before that maybe I can get in this way, so maybe I'll try that? No? Okay, maybe I'll climb in through there later. No, I can't open that either. Yeah, I'm very confused, because I haven't seen anything else in the apartment. Now, as with previous Chilla's art titles, I can sprint, but it's kind of a pathetic little sprint. So it's not all that useful. Oh. Did you hear that? It almost sounded like scampering footsteps over here. Hopefully that's just ambient noises. That's odd. I see a crumpled paper in one of the slots. It says it costs 100 yen. Are you kidding? I need to find some change. Wow. Now, I did come down here specifically so that I could check the vending machines to see if I can do anything with the money I found. So it seems like I was on the right track, but I need to find a little bit more first. So I guess this is why I have to... Ooh. Is that a person? Oh, the people in these games look so weird. But this is the weirdest yet. This person is almost like a 2D sprite, it looks like. But there's like a strange... He has all the shading, so it's like 3D and 2D at the same time in a way. There's always been a very uncanny valley feel to the NPCs in this game. Especially in games like like the convenience store and the ghost train. Sorry, I'm kind of stammering through all my dialogue here. Knock window? Yeah, you're just standing in the corner like the Blair Witch Project. Hello? Are you okay? Why is he just standing there? Did I just hear like a door on? I'm hearing footsteps all around me. I don't like this. I don't like this at all. I think that's the apartment I was just in up there. Can I maybe knock on the door? No. Nope. 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 Okay, the scares have begun early. There is no mundanity in this setting. We're getting right into the story. Stepladder. I bet I can use this. Yes, I bet I can use this to climb in through that open window. Now, what is this? Apartment memo. The apartment cannot be demolished. I tried to call a contractor trying to destroy it, but for some reason the phone line stops working. My mother suddenly becomes ill. I hope it isn't related. The local priest will not come. I tried asking other people to ask the priest. The priest got into an accident and died. Talismans are useless. I bought a box of talismans and stuck them on my walls, but they were all burned the next day. Whenever I put a talisman on a wall, the word curse will continue to appear in my head. Okay, it's early on in the game, and it's built up a nice atmosphere so far, but you're laying it on a little thick with spelling out this place is haunted. The apartment does not catch fire. The building repels fire. The apartment must continue to sell. A resident will be chosen every month. A chosen one will be possessed in a week. You're just telling me everything. And after the possession, the person completely disappears from this world, and no one remembers a thing about the person. This is the kind of thing you save to the end. I keep having nightmares, and a strange voice keeps telling me to bring human. I can't sell the apartment. I can't let them hurt my family. Someone, please help me. Finish reading? Yeah. And another crumpled piece of paper. Oh, but I guess because that... Okay, so it's not like the ghost train where I can scroll through my inventory. I have to come back and get that later. Now, something that I think it is important to note is the years in which these games came out. So I believe This might actually be the oldest game that I've played from Chilla's art, which came out, I think, in like April of 2019. So it is important to clarify when I make these criticisms. A lot of the games I've played that I've liked more than this so far did come out later, so that does show growth on the part of the developers as far as their skills in storytelling and game development. Now I just have to come back and get that piece of paper before I move upstairs. In fact, I'll probably read this before I climb into the window. April 6th. Today was the first day of the semester. It's good to see my boys again. They wanted to come see my new apartment, but I don't know. They better not mess anything up. Mishima-sensei is my homeroom teacher. I wonder what kind of teacher she is. I hope she's not mean like the previous one. That guy sucked. Another weird thing happened today. When I got out of the room this morning, some middle-aged ladies across the street gathered and talked bad about this apartment. Women of that age like to gossip a lot. It's probably whatever. Okay, see, the problem here is that's gradual storytelling. He's just finished moving into this apartment, and he just notices that the locals just kind of like gather and stare and talk about it. That's gradual storytelling. The problem is, I'm reading this after I read this document that basically spills the whole story, so there's not really any... I mean, of course, I still don't know what the scares are going to be like, but there's no real mystery as far as what's going on here. It already told me. Alright, let's climb in this window and see what we can see. As far as the setting and the characters and the ambiance, just like the other games I played, it does a really good job. But as far as expositing, it's really kind of tearing a hole in the experience. Let's unlock this bathroom door and get in. It's almost like somebody locked themselves in the bathroom and climbed out through the window. Alright. More exposition dump. Another problem that I'm having with this game is that, it seems like it's centrally based around finding pages for this journal. Which, again, is kind of a moot point, because after part 2, it gave me a document basically dumping the whole narrative. But also, I feel like too much of this is relying on found notes. April 7th. I said hello to my fellow neighbors today. That's a polite thing to do, right? Always be nice to your neighbors, right, Mom? But you know what, Mom? I don't think that works here. Because I just got the cold shoulder from them. When I said good morning to the neighbor on the right, he just stared at me with his big eyes, and without a word from his mouth, he shut the door on me. Even now, his big, cat-like eyes won't leave my head. I shouldn't be too rude. I'll probably give it another go some other time. Anyways, today I saw a girl who looked just like the girl in Shibakibara 89 in my class. Her name's Mira, and I'd like to get to know her. And from what I heard, she's single and ready to mingle. How lucky. I'm excited for tomorrow. I guess maybe that's me. Well, I guess we know this guy's intentions now. But I still haven't found all the pages. Now, I know where one more is. I know one is in that vending machine, which means I gotta scrounge around for change. The funny thing is, this is the second game from this developer where I've had to go hunting for change, even though that really shouldn't be my job. I also had to do that in Night Delivery. Alright, let's take a look around and take a moment to explore this environment. Now, if you listen, this developer has always done a really good job with the ambient sounds. There's a lot going on where you can hear the cicadas and cars and the occasional scrape of a footstep beyond the walls. It all really does add to the atmosphere and allows you to immerse yourself in a way that I find really satisfying. A key? A key to what? A key to a car, maybe? Isn't this his mother's car? I don't know how I know that. Okay, but this key opens it, and another page. Another page right here. There's those running footsteps again. And see, the thing that unnerves me the most about them is that they're not walking. It's like they're running, like almost like when you go to cross the street in front of a car, when you take a few steps but then scamper the last few and pick up the pace. So it's almost like something is following and trying to keep up with me. Yep, this door is closed again. Once again, that mirror is moved. That mirror is moved and it's reflecting the door, but actually that angle doesn't really make a lot of sense because it's angled this way more towards the hall, but it can still see the door. And the door is closed in the mirror. See, this is the kind of thing... There's a pair of shoes right there that only loads in when I'm inside the apartment. I'm going to put that to a bug and not a scare. I'm going to put that to a bug and not a scare because... Or not even a bug, just weird LOD. Only because of how abruptly the sound's cut in. And there's a chair on the table. This whole place is, like, different in subtle ways. I'm sure there's probably a couple of things I've missed as well. Alright, I guess let's read the next page. April 8th. Mom came over to my room again. I told her she doesn't have to come anymore. I think she had a fight with Dad again. Her passive-aggressive attitude got to me, so I asked her how he's doing. She refused to talk about it, and instead just sat there quietly. I've never seen her like this before. She would usually put a fake smile on her face after a fight. I would notice that, but it just wasn't like that this time. An hour or so later, she regained her usual positivity when she asked me if I can invite my old-time friend Sayaka. She had the biggest smile when I agreed to it. Mom must be worried for me to live alone. Mom must be worried for me to live alone still. I only have Mira-chan in my mind right now, though. But that smile... Her eyes weren't smiling. See, now that is some poetic language that... Oh, so much of horror comes from just subtle gut feelings. And wording a story in that way, you know, it's very difficult to do, so it's even more impressive to me that this was done through translation. It was able to convey that subtle feeling in such a way that's really unnerving and really foreboding. And even though I've already been told everything, really has me kind of creeped out for what's to come. I also want to point out in the previous one, it talked about this neighbor's, like, big, weird eyes. I talked right before that about how expositing everything through journals, I don't really like that as a form of storytelling, because it's a lot of tell and not a lot of show. But in this case, it kind of has me nervous for imagery that might appear later. So I think that's actually a really notable and good exception. Pick up the fish. What am I supposed to do with this? I didn't have the option to pick it up before. What? Put it in the trash? What do you want me to do with this game? Maybe... Hi. Remember what I told you about the characters in these games being really deep in the uncanny valley? There's a lot of that going on in this game. Possibly even more so than the convenience store. Yeah, I still don't know what I'm supposed to do with this fish, and I'm kind of afraid to go do anything because I know I can only carry one item at a time. Maybe I'm New Zealand. I throw it away, and it comes back to me. What? Oh god, I did not like that sound. I did not like that sound. Oh, that just reverberated down my entire spine. Ugh. Oh, that was a truly just... It wasn't just loud, right? I mean, it was loud, but it wasn't just loud. It, like, actually created just such an instant dread in me. And I had to back out. I don't know if you can hear it from the position on the mic, but I actually, like, just put my head down in my hands. Like, my whole body just curled up in a defensive position. What did I get? Oh, I got some more yen. I got some more Kingdom Hearts bucks. Okay, is there anything else I can look into in here? No. No, the ghost actually took pity on me and only showed up to put some change in my cup. Okay. Pray in front of the shrine? Sure. Now, these Chilla's Arc games typically have multiple endings. I don't know if that's true of this one, but this is wedged in a corner. It's in the shadows, it's very hard to see, and very easy to miss, and it didn't do anything obvious for me. So praying at a shrine like that might actually be something that might influence multiple endings, and which one I get. What do I do with this fish? Do I leave this fish to rot in their car as a prank? Oh, there's a rope right here. Was that here before? Oh, no. I'm not picking up the rope, I'm just picking up more yen. Every time I think I see something interesting, it's just more money on the ground for me to pick up. Oh. I didn't expect to actually be able to pass through that tree. This is a dark and foreboding back alley. Oh, another shrine! Yeah, now I'm starting to think this is more important than I at first thought. Okay, I'm definitely going to want to thoroughly search the map now. Yeah, so by the way, my new word of the day is foreboding. I realized while editing some of my videos recently, I kind of tend to overuse words like eerie and ominous. So today it's foreboding. This alleyway is pitch black, but oh, it just cuts between buildings. It is so dark, and I don't have a flashlight, but also, now that I know I have to pray at those shrines, I kind of want to leave no stone unturned. I talked a little bit about this in my recent Lost in Vivo playthrough. I think, is this a new shrine? I think it is. Now, can I pray at a shrine more than once? No. Okay, so I will know that I've already prayed at a shrine once I've done it. But anyway, to finish the thought, I talked in my Lost in Vivo playthrough about how when I know that there's multiple endings, it kind of makes me doubt my every action, my every movement. Because I'm always trying to think, what would the developer want me to do? What would get me the best ending? Now the thing is, going into each of the other Chilla's Arc games I've played, I knew that there would be multiple endings. Here, I don't actually know that. I haven't even looked at the Steam page, I just picked it up in a recent sale. This is another shrine that I can pray in front of? Now, I've prayed in front of all of these shrines. I feel slightly warmer. Is it just my imagination? Okay, so that's probably the last one then. But I still... What are you? Okay, spooky, foreboding ghost? Do you have any change? I hate to ask. Oh my god, enough of these sounds. Oh, you do have change. Never mind. Okay, this door is still open. That hole is now bleeding. Ah, and I got the achievement, Lucky Girl. Well, I have 100 yen now. Is there anything I can do with this? Look through the hole. Why do I feel like that's a bad idea, but one that I'm going to have to make sooner or later anyway? I'm still... I'm still holding the fish through the peephole. Okay, well, I don't see anything. Although the room does now seem to be bathed in an ominous red glow, but thankfully it hasn't hit me with the jump scare just yet. Do I put a fish in the bath? What do I do with this fish? Anything new with this mirror? No? Okay, well, I guess I'll just do what I know and go downstairs and open the vending machine. But wait! We've already established that I can't actually... Okay, we've heard that hissing noise before, but it still scared me nonetheless. We've already established that I can't pick up a page while I'm holding an object, so I'm kind of held hostage until I figure out what to do with this fish, right? I can't even swap items, so... Okay, so it's actually holding me hostage until I figure out what I'm meant to do with this fish. So with regards to the guy in the downstairs office and the girl in the alleyway, so far the biggest ways this game has gotten me is with its sound. I mean, the sound design in these games have all been good so far, but this is the one where it's really relying on that to make the scares land. Oh. I didn't even notice that before. Was that bird there before? I just got the achievement Pescatarian. Alright, well, I guess we'll take this first. Almost there. So we now have located each of the diary entries. We just have to put them in the book. April 9th. I was able to talk to Mira-chan today. What a great day. Except for one thing. Mom was gone when I woke up this morning. Her car was still parked here, and it's odd for her to leave without notice. I hope Dad picked her up or something, because the car is still there. I invited Sayaka today and said she'd come tomorrow. I hope this makes her happy again. Okay. Nothing left to do now, but grab that other thing and put it in. There is no escape. I can't read the rest. Just noticed the lights have dimmed. I'll call him later. I need to get home. Was really expecting to turn around to something horrible. Really, really was. Now that's strange. I don't know if that's... See, sometimes there's a lot of cultural context that I'm missing when I play these games, which is why I tend to do a little bit of searching afterwards. But these shoes are kind of... It's weird to me that they're just dead center facing the doorway. I don't know if there's maybe something to that. But okay, time to leave. I looked back repeatedly as I felt I was constantly being watched. But no matter how many times I looked, no one was there. I couldn't handle the fear. I walked as fast as I could. He was absent from school the next day, his seat occupied by someone else. I tried asking his friends and teachers, but none of them knew or even heard of his name. After school, I went to the same apartment, but it was sold. According to the locals, the place had been on sale for a while. Where did it go? And the boy I knew and loved, where did he go? Okay. I don't remember his name either. Wait. Who am I even talking about? The end. Result saved. Okay, so I guess there were multiple endings. Oh, that's it? Well, you know, that was short enough, and I feel like I could kind of speed through that if I played it again, so... yeah, maybe I'll try to go for a different ending. And we'll see what happens doing all the same things, except I never went to any of the shrines. Here we go. What horrors await us? Actually, the smart thing to do at this point would be to climb out through the bathroom window. You even let me walk up on the toilet, so it's not like it's a totally crazy idea. It wants me to look through the peephole. Hi? I suppose that's supposed to be the dude and his parents? Oh, Jesus Christ! Ugh. End result possessed. Okay. Okay. So that was Stigmatized Property. Definitely my least favorite of the Chilla games that I've played thus far. However, as I mentioned before, I think it's very important to place it in the context of when it was released with relations to the other ones. I'm pretty sure this one is like at least a year older than the next oldest one that I played. And when you look at it that way, you really start to see their evolution as developers. Again, I'm not sure if it's all one person. I mean, I know it says down there, developed by Yasuka Taira, or Tara, I'm sorry if I'm mispronouncing that. But I've also heard from other places that it's a team of two brothers. But in any case, when you look at it from the perspective of going from this to those amazing experiences that I played before, you really get a feel for how quickly they've evolved and gotten better at what they do. And I think that's something to really be appreciated. They've really found a cool model here, where they make these smaller games, they charge less for them, but they put out a bunch of them a year, and I think it allows them to really hone their craft, to really get that experience, and you can definitely see the dramatic improvement each time. And each time they get more and more ambitious in what they're actually doing and what they expect from the player. And not only is it good from their perspective, from the perspective of gaining experience quickly, not only is it good for the players who can enjoy these experiences at low cost, I think it's kind of the only way a developer can provide these experiences. Remember, most horror games, they need, even though they're typically cheaper than other games, they still need to justify like a $20 or a $30 price tag, and so there'll be a full 6 or 7 hour length thing, and they'll have to drag that out and feel like there's enough content to make that worth a player's while. Here, I don't know, I feel like these Chilla games have found a niche where they're able to tell these stories that feel a little bit more like there's something that your friend told you happened to them. They're able to communicate these stories that are almost kind of like those Nope stories that I read off of X for the channel. It's, I don't know, especially the convenience store. That said, I do feel like this one is a little short and a little underdeveloped, even for the $250 that I paid for it on sale. But anyway, thank you for watching. If you liked this video, please remember to like, comment, and subscribe for more creepy and comfy content. And as always, I'll see you in the next one.